2, 1.
You got it, bro. You got it. We are on.
I'm trying to smile to keep from being sad.
Oh.
I lost my bird this morning.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, I was supposed to sell it and I didn't, so somebody stole it.
What?
Oh wow.
SnowFall, you know what a bird is, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, you got us. He already in Scully mode.
Already.
Yes.
All right, Tia.
I gotta stay in that mode.
So
Yeah.
we're happy to have you. I just wanted to go through some introductions so you can know who we are. My name is Tiara.
I'm Lawanda.
I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Ron.
Nice to meet all of you. Bernard, Wanda, and Tiffany.
Yeah, well, Ron. Yeah.
Ron.
Ron.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. I thought you said Bernard.
No, I'm good though.
Well, we're happy to have you with us. I mean, you are definitely like one of our favorite characters from many of our favorite shows and TV series coming up. So it's a pleasure to have you with us today.
And it's a pleasure to be with you today.
It is. I'm telling you, before you were Scully, you were Stacy to me. So you are always Stacy to me.
That you know, I got a lot of my people that support me saying I'm always gonna be Stacy, just like that.
Wow.
Like no matter what. But John told me they gonna know me as Scully.
That's right, and he's right.
They don't know you as Stacy no more. But I guess you know both of y'all right.
Right. Well, you're right. You're making your mark as Scully, so they will know you as Scully from now on.
For sure. Does that ever like how do you receive that when you're out in public and people recognize you as some of the characters that you played?
I receive it with appreciation and humbleness. You know what I mean? Because you know that's what I do this for the people. You know, it's my dream. However, I can't dream without the people that want to see your dream come to pass and support you. So it's a blessing both ways.
That's real.
Well, you know, we all look at you as an icon, a symbol. But you're more than that, really. You're more than that. You're a beacon of light. Because, you know, there are a lot of brothers in life, man, that have turned left when they should have turned right. And you represent a brother that understands that there's more to life than where you've been. It's where you're going. And, you know, you've laid it down in such a way that you have a story to tell folk, man, because you're rising and I can't see you stopping ever. I remember the first show I've seen you in was Tales from the Hood. I still watch that today.
Wow, man, you know how long ago that was? Like 26 years ago?
Not quite. Was it about 20?
No,
about 20
it's a while because
it's a while back, but
yeah, I forgot.
It's a while back, but I still watch that show today.
94.
Yeah, about that.
And that says a lot about your longevity in this industry. Because not everybody can have a career that long, and the fact that you're still doing it, like that says a lot about you.
And my supporters.
Definitely.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because if they're not interested in you, your ass gonna fall off, period, regardless. But, you know, and that's a blessing, like I say, both ways. You know, you gotta have the people that support you and you're able to keep their attention and move forward no matter what, you know what I mean, and continue to deliver. And that's how I look at it. You know, I'm thankful to be able to do that, and I'm humbled.
Definitely.
That's great. So we were talking about that your face was quite common in movies in the 90s. It was almost kind of like a golden age of Black TV and film then, and we're having that resurgence now. You're a part of that as well. So what does that tell you about the industry, what's going on now with all the projects where we see all these Black creatives getting to tell their stories?
Time repeats itself. Like things happen again, or it comes back around, and you got to be ready and, you know, willing, if you have a passion to do whatever it is you make, to deliver and do it. You know what I mean? That's what it tells me, that there's no ending. It's no ending to this. You know, it's up to you, and to just be in time and not out of it. That's what it tells me. I'm always, you know, I done fell a few times, and you know, I always take the lumps and bruises and learn from it, and then continue to be the best or the greatest man that I can be. You know what I mean? And that's what keeps me going, and that's what keeps me focused and everything.
That's
There's
amazing.
no end.
Yeah, that's a powerful statement. And I think, and I appreciate you being here to help us spread that kind of news, because, you know, during COVID and everything, people being locked down, locked in, you know, we need an uplifting, you know, spirit. And that's what you represent. You know, when people hear this story, they need to hear that, you know, you're not dead yet. Just keep moving.
Absolutely. And that's the key. And, you know, we all had that, or
Yeah.
we wouldn't be, you know, communicating right now if that wasn't it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mhm.
And it's just each one teach one and bring the great up out of one another, you know, and all that other things don't even matter. Oh yeah, this is my clothing line too, grind till we rich.
Shout out to the clothing line.
Grind till we rich. You gotta keep going till you hit it.
Keep it going, man. Keep
That's
it going.
fine.
Real life. Grind till we rich. Clothing, man. Man, use my name, D-Bond. You get 15% off. I might give you 20 if it's 30 if it's one of y'all. But
I heard
I
that.
might give it
I
to
heard that. And good looking out. I tell you, you have touched so many lives in all of your roles, because you have, from young to old, like even my pops. I told my pops we want to interview you. He's 72. He was like, "Oh, he's a fine young actor. Tell him I said so." So
Really?
everybody knows you. Yeah, my pops.
Tell Pops I said I love him. I appreciate it. And
I'll tell him that.
that's a
And
beautiful comment.
yes,
love
he
that,
said
man.
he
That's
knew all your roles too.
Oh my God.
He knows all your roles. And then there was another, we actually got connected to you through a young rapper who follows you, who has been following you since you've been Stacy, Tales of the Hood, also following you as Scully. And basically, Bucky Malone from Virginia, he basically went on your page and he tagged us. He interviewed with us as well, but he tagged us and said, you should interview him. So he actually threw us the lob to connect us with you. So shout out to him for connecting us with you.
Shout out to
Bucky
whoever
Malone.
may be. I know you probably don't want to deliver his identity, but shout out
Yeah,
to say that.
Yes.
For sure. So I wanted to talk a little bit about SnowFall. Were you a fan of the show before joining, and how did you get involved with that project?
Well, before joining the show, I was locked up in prison. So when it first came out, I was in prison. But when I saw it, because everybody that was in prison, Mexicans, whites, and the blacks, Hispanic, everybody was watching SnowFall. And when I saw it, I was like, damn, this is a bomb ass show. I wasn't hip though. But after I saw it, I said, I'm gonna get on that mug somehow. I'm gonna be on there, you know what I mean? And you know, I only did like 19, 20 months, but when I got out, I had an opportunity to audition for Scully. And John Singleton himself invited me, and I went out there and I remember everything I said, and I had that opportunity and I did it. You know what I mean? And I was hoping I did it the best that I could on that audition. And evidently I did, because they called me the same day later on, like, you got the part. I was like, fuck yeah, mother.
You're killing that role as Scully too.
Killing it, yes.
You spoken into you know, into truth, man. I mean, you brought it, you wanted it, you spoke it up, you got it. You know, in fact, I'm gonna tell you, man, you are such an actor that in most instances, when I see an actor, you know, I can see you just acting. But sometimes I'm gonna tell you, I think it was season 4, you scared the hell out of me. I mean,
Yeah, Scully is scary. Scully is scary.
Why you got Scully laughing? Shit, now I'm getting back again. I'm not supposed to be smiling, right? Am I?
no, I mean, you being you, but I mean to tell you, your acting is so realistic that,
Appreciate that.
you know, no, man, I appreciate it. You know,
That's a blessing, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Like I said earlier, man, this is why I do this, man. This is a passion of mine. It's been a dream of mine since I was 12, 13 years old. I was telling people I'm being movies. I didn't know how. I didn't know what to do or how to get there. However, I know that, God is the greatest, and no matter what, if you have something in your heart, your passion, it's so passionate, you gonna make it a reality. I don't care what it is. So, I'm happy I'm thankful that I had, dreams of doing something other than, selling drugs or killing or being a gang member or, even though, everybody do what they want to do. Even if that's a learning experience, even if it's a stepping stone to your next chapter, if you come up out of it, that's a blessing and you learn from it. That's why, I believe in second chances. Shit, I even believe in third chances for some people.
Absolutely.
That's why we have you on Real Talk, because that is real talk, my brother.
Thank you, man.
And
Appreciate that.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but speaking of second chances, last week we saw that Scully and Man Boy came back together for maybe a temporary truce. Do you think can Scully trust Man Boy?
In my opinion, or tell you the truth?
Both.
Hey.
But no. I mean, I need to know, do you want my opinion as or the truth?
No, we want your opinion.
Yeah.
And it's probably close.
My opinion is anything is possible.
Okay.
And that's as far as I'm going.
Okay. Yeah, because the common ground is the baby. The baby got killed. So that blood is thicker than water. So we knew that was gonna bring y'all back together. I know Franklin and Leon should be terrified right now.
Yeah, if I were Franklin or Leon or all of them, I'd be shitting on myself right now. I'll be scared. I'll be trying to, or gathering all my people. That's what I do. Me.
Yeah.
Because once you kill somebody, baby,
Right.
It's over after that.
If it were me, I'd move to Iceland because I know brothers don't like cold. So.
You're right about that, bro. I swear to God, I hate cold. I'd rather burn in hell than freeze.
I'm not gonna go that far, but I feel you.
No, I'm serious. I'd rather freeze. I'd rather burn before I freeze. I hate cold, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like the
Throw
cold
me in the fire. Let me melt and shit.
No, you mentioned John Singleton. How was it working with him?
It was one of the greatest gifts and opportunities of my life. It's one of if not the greatest director, he's one of the top two to me.
Wow.
And we got great directors, but John is like in a class by himself. You know what I mean? That's why I can't even give him a compliment, you know what I mean? Because he's already complimented himself. I'm just thankful to be a part of his legacy, a part of his, I grabbed his attention in some type of way for him to even reach out and invite me to read for Scully. So that matters. That's the most important part to me, and to deliver it, to deliver that and him be there and witness it, and be like, yeah, he was happy. And that's just, it's unexplainable, man.
Yeah.
How much freedom did he give you to actually be you? Because it doesn't seem as though he tried to, you know, encapsulate you into some type of format. It seems like he allowed you to be whoever you are and to take that role and make it yours.
Well, that's the gift of John. You know, when you're an actor and they want you, they already know whether or not you have the potential to fulfill that. So they give you freedom if they know that. If they don't know that and they gotta guide you through things, then you know, I guess that's what directors do as well. But for the most part, I've always had the leniency from the directors to say, "Oh yeah, go ahead, do it your way," or if you feel comfortable doing it another way, do it that way. And that's the beauty of John knew that. So he gave me freedom. He like, you know what I mean, just he gave me a few pointers. In episode season 3, episode 5, I was supposed to do like a dance. And that's the only pointer John was trying to help me to gain or to do, was to dance this African dance. But I couldn't. I pulled it off somehow, but it was like it wasn't what he really wanted, but it was enough for him to smile and be happy and like, yeah, man, that's it. And everybody else, you know, when I had to do it in the bathroom and I came out and I beat him up, and I had blood on me, and I started doing this little wild, crazy dance. Then I did the WAP, I think, or something. I just freestyled that, and that's the only part. But other than that, man, working with John is a pleasure because he's so complimentary, and he allows you to be comfortable and do it how you would do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Speaking of John, like I always looked at him as a truth teller, because a lot of his work, it tells like the truth behind a lot of these experiences that go on in LA particularly. And so some people were critical of SnowFall for the violence and the drugs and whatnot, but that happened, and that's kind of the story that SnowFall is revealing. And some people don't. I guess they can't accept.
Well, they fake ass people. Then they didn't go through it. They don't need it. I went through it.
Right, because people are critical of Santa Claus. So, you know.
Man, and he delivered gifts to the good. Not, you know, you're supposed to say you're not supposed to be naughty, but shit, the naughty ones get it too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. It is so funny.
Well, how about
I'm not
working with?
funny. I'm just, you know, honestly, I'm just having fun with y'all, being myself.
That's
We appreciate that.
And look, and
we appreciate that.
And I think we all hoped and probably thought that that's exactly how you would be. So,
Right.
you know, you really giving us a gift for
Right.
allowing us to interview you and to see you as you are. I mean, we couldn't ask for any more than that.
Right.
Well, me either. I appreciate y'all as well. Real life.
And we've been rocking with you for a long time, even before Scully.
I just made 45 Friday. So
Wow, that's a young man.
Yes.
That's a young
come
man.
on, man.
You still a young man, yep.
You're a young man.
Well, hey, you can't tell every part of me that.
Well, you know what? I think that I follow you on Instagram, and I like to think that some of that comes out in the way your eating habits. You seem to be such a foodie, but you definitely choose wisely. I like your food choices. Would you ever consider doing some kind of like I seen you had a show where you look like you're preparing meals and things like that?
Cooking with Z, Cooking with Zwin in 2020. And you know, I'm like a guest chef. You know, I'm like a help, like trying to learn how to cook. She's the real cook. I'm following instructions, whatever she says, you know, chop this up, cook this, and then we all have it's fun, it's independent, and I love cooking. I'm an Epicurean. I love eating. I love, you know, everything good.
Yeah,
Everything is right.
that was a side of you that I was really surprised to see, because I wouldn't think that you would want to be in the kitchen, but the fact that you take a liking to it, that was a side of me, a side of you that I was like, wow, that I would love to see more of that.
It's coming out too. I think we got one more episode, and we're gonna, release it, and it's like 10 episodes, and we just having fun in the kitchen, cooking different types of foods and eating it, and having guests come on, and we talking about it to them, and just making something out of nothing.
Yeah, that's
being creative, especially during this pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta definitely have you back for that too. So, because there's a lot of foodies up here too. So
I'm a foodie. I'm definitely a foodie.
I'm a foodie. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely a foodie. But yeah, how was that?
Y'all keep talking about this food. I'm about to go get some.
Okay.
No, not right now, but after this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how was it filming in the pandemic though? Because I know that you guys were in it, and then y'all had to pause because of COVID.
Yeah. It was crazy. I was supposed to film. We were like 2-3 episodes in, and this was last year, March or April, January, February. It was like March. And when we stopped, because it was almost my birthday, March 19th, and they, stopped everything, said, it's going to be a 2-week hiatus or break, and it turned into 7 months. And
wow.
That was like crazy, because that's my money.
Right. Right. Right.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want it. But to be safe and to be able to make it later, that's what kept us going. And thank God we was able to get back and finish season 4. Whew. And I'm happy everybody is supporting us and enjoying what all the stuff we went through to make it.
The show is epic. The show is epic.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm really interested.
I binge watched it in 2 days.
Yep. And I'm definitely interested in seeing how Scully transforms, because he just lost a major part of him. So I'm like, this could go like either direction, but it could get real bad before it gets better.
I think it's gonna get.
I think in life in general, I think that's what happens. Shit get bad before it get better.
Yes, that's what I think is gonna happen. I was like, this is not gonna be good.
You're gonna leave it there.
Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
You so snuck that out of me.
I know it's gonna be good. Well, what about other projects? Do you have any other projects besides SnowFall coming up?
Well, I got a clothing line with my brother called Grind Till We Rich. I got a book coming out called Real Life, that based on my life story, volume 1 and 2.
Okay.
I got a movie, an independent film that I did called Blood Sacrifice with David Sullivan wrote it, Megan James is in it, Samuel Monroe Jr., me, Omar Gooding. You just, I'm making something out of nothing. It's never no excuse to not produce or do what you love and have a passion for. So, that's what I got going right now. And
That sounds like some great things.
Yeah, you speaking to my heart. I mean, because like you said, a lot of times I had some projects I put off because, I'm thinking about COVID. I'm thinking about, can I get it done because of X, Y, and Z? But you're a living testament, man, that keep pushing through it. It doesn't matter where you are at that point.
Yes, sir. Likewise. That's all of us, man. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. Nobody has an excuse.
There you go.
If you want it, you're going to get it, period.
That's
Do
right.
it.
That's right. That's for me.
We'll definitely continue to support you and all your projects that come out. I'm gonna be looking out for those things. I'm definitely gonna check out your site for the merch.
Oh yeah, we all
I
are.
appreciate that. Real life. It's grind till we rich. One is GRINDTILWERICH. One word, .clothing. Grind till we rich.
I'm on it.
Clothing.
I'm on it.
Okay, we're on it. We're gonna get it and we're gonna tag you in our IG posts.
There you go.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. You know, that's all it takes is us. Everything else gonna do itself.
That's it.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Well,
I'll
thank
be
you
back
for your
on.
time.
I'll be back.
Well, we
Definitely.
definitely, whenever you want to come back and join
Whenever
us.
you want to come back, you're now a spotter.
Yeah,
All
you,
right.
yeah. You gotta.
Good
You,
life. All
yeah,
right.
it's a home front for you. You know, so
Yeah.
you don't even have to think about it. Just let us know what you. If you got something to say it here.
That's Scully.
Love it.
That's
Awesome. Well,
Well,
thank
y'all
you so
have a
much for
blessed-
your time. You do the same.
You too, have a great day.
All right. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you.
And
Peace and blessings.
much success. And I'll see y'all next time.
all right. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
I changed my number on you. Yeah, that's how you react when people took a slumber on you. Pretty brown skin, baby, I can see the summer on you. You see all the bread, and I know it make you wonder, don't you? Ooh, I ain't surprised at all. Seen them rise and fall. Went up the mountain, it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top, I found some relief. I finally got some peace. Carry on with